Let's talk about change, baby. Yes, let's talk about change today. So change can be a very beautiful thing, but at the same time, it can also be very scary. But why is that? Well, we human beings, we like to be in our comfort zone. We like to know what's happening. We like to know the outcomes of certain situations. We like to control. Oftentimes we have a hard time to let go and to embrace uncertainty. But this is what we have to change right here in our minds, because literally we can't really control anything, because there's the universe, and when the universe has a plan for us, you can try to control, you can try to plan whatever you want. If it wants you to go into a different direction, you have to let go. But why is sometimes change so hard for us? Why do we feel like, maybe we're not going to take a step that we want to do, or we're like, like a year? Well, like I said earlier, we like to have our comfort zones. We like to stay in what we know. It can be a situation, it can be people, it can be emotions that we're used to, people around us that we've basically been attached to for a long time. And stepping into the unknown, what's going to come, is really scary for many of us. So that's why oftentimes we remain in situations. Doesn't matter if they're healthy, if they're unhealthy, we just remain in them because that's what we know. But if you think, for example, let's say you're in a job, you're like, man, something just doesn't feel right. I need to change something. This is a huge indicator for you to trust yourself, trust your gut, and to take the step to change your life. Because if you start to feel something is wiggling on you, and like maybe you're not very certain with certain things, this is when you have to take your step into changing your life, because this is crucial. Imagine you would stay in a job, or let's say in a relationship that's not making you happy, or where you feel like, man, I'm stuck, like I can't really grow. But you just think, but it's also so nice, I just know what's happening, I know what we're doing, I know what I'm doing at work, I know how the relationship goes. But this is I'd call like a chain reaction, because it also reflects your entire energy, your entire body. So with that being said, imagine you're in an unhealthy relationship, okay? And you get up in the morning, you maybe don't feel energized, It reflects the energy you send out. So for instance, if you have a toxic relationship, you will remain in those same emotions, which have an impact on your physical being as well, on everything, on your organs. It is a negative impact. So basically it's not helping you to grow. But so many times, and it dates back to, past generations, another topic that can be discussed, that we're attracting what we're so used to, even from the past, or what we've known for a long time, and we just remain in those situations because we think, I don't know any different. And sometimes we just don't want to go or take the step to get to know something differently. So basically, when you stay in an unhealthy situation, may it be a relationship, may it a job, you will attract what you put yourself in. Okay, so let's say you're not very happy, you're probably attracting the same people in your life, and they will also put their emotions on you. Like maybe their unhappiness, their unfulfillment, like maybe they're not satisfied, and then you keep being in that spiral. You're talking about the same emotions, you're feeling the same emotions. Like I said, that's what you attract. But when you have this feeling inside of you, you're like, I need to grow, I need to do something with my life, I need to change. This is where you have to take a leap of faith, okay? This is your indicator. It's a sign from the universe telling you, hey, I have a plan for you. I want you to go this way. Maybe you want to go right, but the universe tells you, no, you have to go left, because this is where the big change happens. So as soon as we take this step, going into, taking this step, taking the leap of faith, stepping into the unknown, this is where real growth starts. It's basically uncertainty always has something bigger, more beautiful for us to come. So if you decide one day, I'm not happy in this job, I go, there's something waiting for you that is meant to be for you, okay? So let's say it's your dream job. You wanna work as a web designer, for example, because you're super creative. but you worked in finances and you had a hard time with numbers, but you kept doing it because it's paid really well. But basically, it didn't really help you grow. You did something where maybe you didn't have that much fun with, and then you see, oh my gosh, there's something where I'm really creative at, like the designing part, and you start thriving. Okay, so it's basically when you feel internally something is off, something doesn't feel right, believe in yourself, okay? Because this is what you're meant to do. You're meant to take the step to go in order to personally grow. You have to go in order to personally grow, okay? Which also means sometimes we have to leave situations behind. We have to, leave relationships, where we thought maybe, where we're so attached to because we thought, oh, that's really, man, this is like, I feel comfortable, but it's not what's meant for you. You're meant to grow. You're meant to attract what you truly are within, okay? And as soon as you take this step into personal growth and changing your situation, you will attract those who also did the same thing, who are brave, who are like, man, I gotta go. I really gotta, just feel fulfilled, and sometimes it doesn't necessarily mean to step into another job or whatever it is. For me personally, I needed to go travel. Years ago, I packed my backpack and I was like, I had this glimpse in my head. Okay, I never heard of it before. I had a glimpse in my head. Something was sent to me saying, you gotta go to Costa Rica. And I felt deep within, I know when it's time to pack my backpack. I know when it's time to finish my studies, to wrap it all up and just go. Of course, in the beginning, I was like, man, I'm traveling to Central America. This is gonna be a cool experience, I'm sure. But I was also like, I'm traveling on my own. I was like, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So I took a huge step into my own personal growth, doing something that basically required a lot of bravery, and I think in a way it was a little scary. Yeah, just traveling on your own into a whole different country, like a new continent even, and just see, just explore, just experience everything. So I went. It was one of the biggest steps I've ever taken in my life. And I can just say I am so grateful that I did that, because all the people I met people, they traveled a lot too. Even when I just started, they're like, oh, you've been traveling for a year now, and it's like, it opens your mind. It doesn't mean that I'm not telling anyone to go traveling. Well, I do in a way, because traveling really opens your mind, but it's also, it depends on the situation, right? Of every person. Like maybe somebody, like let's say, wants to have a healthy relationship, wants to have a different job, wants to work out more, for example, or wants to explore the world like I wanted to. And traveling a lot, meeting like-minded people that stepped out of their comfort zones, that wanted more in life. Those are the ones I attracted. And I'm just sending out all these changes that I want in my life, and at the same time I'm attracting all those people that led me to where I'm at now. Like, for example, launching my own business. It took me a few years. It took me a few travels, meeting different people, and just, exchanging thoughts to grow into the person I needed to be, in order to be like, okay, it's the time. I know what I want to do. I know how I want to help people. And this is how I transformed my life, and to be like, okay, that's the change I want. And with that, I could release so many, let's say, in the past, I experienced toxic relationships as well, but this is how I could let go of everything, create a different mindset, basically from being myself to being, let's say, confused, to freeing myself from that, finding myself again, and then even stepping into the person that I didn't know before I could possibly be, into the person I am now. And I can just say, it makes you grow so much as soon as you take the leap of faith, okay? And it has a huge impact on everything you want to do in your life. Because if you always believe in yourself, and everything I do, every change that I'm putting into my life will lead me to something bigger. It can only be better, because you have situations. Sometimes we're faced challenges, but the universe only gives you what you can handle, okay? So it gives you situations that you have to be in order to grow, okay? So everything that you're going through will prepare you for what you need to learn to be wiser and to grow. Okay? Gosh, I just love personal growth. It is so amazing. And it's also, sometimes you meet people, you talk to them, about their situation. They may be like unhappy with something. You tell them, hey, if you're not happy, just change it. Let's see how we can do this, and then you just create a plan with them, or, try to really help them. Years later, you meet them again, and they are in the exact same situation, and they will not have a sense of, or maybe they just love what they do, apparently, or they can't really get out of this situation, okay? So if you really want to change, like I said, you have to take the leap of faith, okay? Take the step for your personal growth. You will thank yourself, because otherwise it will reflect in all different parts of your life. If you stay in one situation, sometimes you have people that tell you, no, you're fine, but it's only because they don't want to take the leap of faith, go and grow, and they try to keep you small because they feel your power, they know what you're capable of, and then they try to really keep you down, to put their own insecurities, their own fear of growth on you, and they're like, oh no, it's all good what you're doing, But as soon as you feel like, when people tell you something and you feel, or even a situation where you feel like, for some reason that doesn't resonate with me, this is what you really have to listen to, okay? Listen to your inner guide. Listen to your gut. It will always help you. It will always guide you, okay? Your first intuition, your first feeling where you're like, something is off, follow that, okay? You don't have to convince yourself. Don't put yourself in a situation, convince yourself, oh, I knew it, I had a feeling. No. It will save you a lot of time to not do that, okay? Just make sure, like I said, take the step, leap of faith, because once you step out, sometimes, it requires a little, you think about it. But I'm telling you, as soon as you feel something has to change, don't think about it too much, just do it, all right? This is gonna help you so much. This is gonna help your personal growth. It will be a little uncomfortable, it can be, but you will definitely go through it. You just make it. You be such a stronger, wiser, and feel like a bigger person even, in terms of growth. You feel like, man, I'm just really evolving here right now. So I'm all about the change. Change is healthy, change is positive, because even nature, we have seasons, they change. I mean, Mother Nature doesn't say, I think it's a little too cold in winter, I just skip winter, or summer, might be a little too hot, I just skip it this year. Even a tree sheds its leaves every season, almost every day. If there's a leaf that's dry, the tree just says, I can't use it anymore. It doesn't serve me no more. I let go of it, because there's something new coming. There's a new beautiful leaf coming, and it will give me everything that I need. It will attract the animals that I need in order to grow. It's always nice synchronicity and a beautiful exchange, and beautiful energy exchange as well. So I highly encourage you to take a leap of faith, believe in yourself. You're going to grow into the person you're meant to be. If you need me for guidance, I'm always here for you. And thank you so much for watching. Sending lots of love. Mwah. For a beautiful day. Let's rise and shine together.